So, chat, we have a part 2 of the weird audio files. We've got space, deep ocean, and just other weird noises. We've got some unexplained sounds. And thank you, Res Dragon, for putting this pack together. Now, I have a lot of reading here, and I'm going to do my best. And I'm hearing a lot of these sounds for the very first time. If you haven't been to one of these streams, this is where I actually try to learn and try to see how I feel about a variety of different weird things. So let's do it. Here we have our first one. It says here, at your request, I managed to dig up some true sound mysteries. I'll preface this by admitting that there isn't too much here, as I tend to filter out sounds that have no basis in fact. In other words, if I can't find any conclusive evidence that it is truly a mystery with factual information, I don't include it. While I'm not a scientist, I do have scientific integrity. Oh, and that is where I'd like to keep the focus of this pack. After all, nothing is more terrifying than reality. I don't 100% agree with that, but I'm interested in weird ass sounds that cannot be explained, that people are still trying to figure out. I just think it's interesting, but I get what you're saying. So this is essentially the charged magnetic particles from the solar winds interacting with, oh God, this is, you know what? I don't even know. This is out of my depth entirely, but that's fine. This one's called the saucer. Despite the name, this is not a flying saucer. This is another variant of a whistler. I was hoping it would be aliens. Recorded in 1996, that one. That's the thing. I want to hear aliens. That's definitely aliens. Voyager 1 and 2 are the farthest man-made objects from Earth, surpassing Pioneer 10, who only got past Neptune before falling silent. In 2012 and 2013, Voyager 1's plasma waves instrument detected these vibrations upon entering interstellar space. Voyager 1 and 2 are now in an area of space that is no longer affected by our sun. Out of the 11 pieces of equipment they left with back in 1977, only 4 are still left operating on 1 and 7 on Voyager 2. They're still sending data back to NASA, but at this point, it takes a long time for that data to come home.
Are you prepared for the kind of death you've earned, little man?
Mr. Data. So this is the sounds of Saturn, plasma, but not only that, it's also the sounds of Voyager 1 operating. The constant tone at 2.4 kilohertz is caused by the spacecraft's power supply. The eerie-sounding tone around 200 hertz is the result of a mechanical spacecraft resonance that developed during the Jupiter encounter. It's not related to any natural signals. The occasional sound like someone banging a gong is produced by the stepper motor on the LECP experiment. The tones with harmonics that build slowly and end abruptly and appear as multiple horizontal lines in the spectrogram are due to the grid modulation of the police experiment, PLS. See, to me, that just sounds like aliens, like gleebing. Sounds like there's a squeaky duck on Uranus. This one's interesting. This is Planck, the sounds of the ancient universe. This tone represents sound waves that traveled through the early universe and were later heard by the Planck Space Telescope. Before there were any stars or galaxies triggered by our universe was just a ball of fluctuations happening just
as
moments
these sound
after
waves
the Big Bang
propagated through the
created
young
our
universe.
They left imprints on the
And
matter.
light.
This ancient
Much like
light patterns
traveled
made by
to us through
waves in the
space or
surface of
time,
a pond
can
into which
essentially
a stone
see
has
the
been
sound
dropped. Echoes of the early universe. Someone tell the ancient universe to stop vacuuming. It's after 10 p.m. Yeah, seriously. I mean, the problem is I'm not a scientist, so I don't know how true any of that is.
Oh, yes, I am a scientist.
I am something of a
Lots of people-
scientist myself, yes. Van Allen probes whistlers from Earth, sounding like an epic space battle. These low dispersion whistlers, along with proton whistlers, were recorded by the EMFISIS waves instruments on NASA's Van Allen. Van Halen is in space. Van Halen is currently having a Star War as we speak. Trevor Cox, an acoustic engineer, set off on a journey around the world to discover the most interesting natural acoustics of our world. The inch-and-down oil tanks are known to create the longest reverb effect in the world, so of course, while Cox was there, he shot off a blank into the oil tanker, recording its reverb for 75 seconds. Wow. Nice hobby. When I hear that, I immediately think this.
What eradicate they want you to not. Get out! How dare you come down here and do this? I'm here 14 years. I've lived in this town my whole life. Quiet. This is one of the most important places in all of North America. For yourself or other people.
That's a really horrible sound, though. I don't want to hear that again. Anyway, audio illusions. So this is Deutsch's scale. It's an auditory illusion in which two series of unconnected notes appear to combine into a single recognizable melody when played simultaneously into left and right ears of a listener. However, this goes deeper if you listen to this illusion with headphones. People who are predominantly right-handed will hear the high notes in their right ear, with the lower notes being in the left ear when the melody combines. This even happens if you swap your headphones around. Obviously, this illusion differs drastically depending on your dominant hand. Whoa, okay. I absolutely hear the higher melody in my right ear. Let me switch my headphones. Hang on. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, no, that got me. Okay, so I'm a righty, and in my right ear I was hearing the higher melody both times. Like, so even before and after I flipped my headphones. So very, very, very weird. Au clair de la lune from 1860. The oldest known audible recording of a human voice. This was done using a phonautograph pictured in the video provided. These devices were the earliest known examples used to record sound. The huge drum on the device essentially acted as a large ear canal, while a boar bristle attached to a membrane sat on a paper covered in soot. When someone spoke, or in this case sang, into the drum, it would vibrate the membrane the boar bristle was attached to, thus removing soot from the paper to create a waveform. Basically, this worked similarly to a seismograph used for recording earthquakes. This was a device designed to record and only record. There was no playback. In fact, it was actually impossible to play these back. These recordings were unable to be played back until 2008, when researchers used computers and hours of time to reconstruct the sound etched onto the paper. Wow. That is genuinely fucking fascinating. It's weird that they would create a write-only device like that, though.
Hi, ResDragon here. Just wanted to add some quick additional context as to why this was write-only. The thing to keep in mind is that sound recording didn't really become possible until at least 1877, when Edison invented his phonograph. This device was invented in 1857, a whole 20 years before the phonograph. Sound recording was a brand new science when this was recorded. They literally did not even know how they could play this back, as they were still learning how to even record sound in general. So keep that in mind when you listen to things like this.
Also, chat, 1860 is 180 years ago. 100 more than that, sorry. Like 160-ish years ago. That's like 2 lifetimes. Dinosaurs. Okay. Okay. Reconstruction of the possible vocalization of the Parasaurolophus. That's just got a naturally somewhat frightening tone to it. Like, just as a human being, it has a weird, there's a spot in there that just sounds slightly fucking frightening to me. Man, we humans need to step it up. Like, what the fuck do we do? Learn how to play an instrument? Oh, wait. Imagine hating a species so much that you fucking evolve the one specific thing to mess them up. Over probably millions of years. That is, oh man. Spite evolution. That's what it's all about, spite evolution. It's like a spite store, but many, many more years. Not spite, survival. Have you ever heard that living well is the best revenge? 2 midshipmen calling for a female. Midshipmen fish build themselves a territory under rocks, then begin to hum like this, try to attract females to their nest. This recording features 2 males competing against one another. Yeah, you can hear the 2 tones. However, do you want to hear what it sounds like when 2 ducks make 2 different pitched noises at the same time? It sounds like this. Bop. Bop. I think since we're winding down, I'm going to skip the seal portion. Even though it says in parentheses, very interesting, I swear. Jesus fucking Christ. Can we figure out, like, how to stop using, like, oil? Maybe. So that is 22 pages worth of sounds. That is a big segment, and it went longer than I expected, but it was fun. Now, I do have one more thing I can show you. So first of all, Res Dragon, good job. I think you did a really, really nice work. I know that this is a little bit different than the usual Sunday stream. And the key jingling is all well and good. And some of this stuff wasn't exactly scary. I mean, at times, slightly unsettling and a little bit weird. But it was very educational, and I enjoyed it. This was something that was too well done for me not to do. This was all written out and well researched, and I thought it was great. So thank you everybody for watching and giving a segment like this a chance. I like learning once in a while, and this is a great way to do it. So yeah, thanks for creating this. Thanks for watching this. And I guess here's one more thing.
Hi, Vinny. It's Res Dragon. With your permission, I have a message I would like to deliver. Don't worry, it's nothing silly, I promise. I just wanted to thank you for streaming my strange little packs, and also thank chat, both on Twitch and on YouTube, for all the wonderful comments I saw in the last one. It seriously means a lot to me. Anyways, I don't want to waste too much of either of our time. You've got other things to stream, or maybe you're ending for the night, and I've got a delivery to make to Pluto. Maybe when I get back, I can make you a pack about deep ocean creatures, if that kind of thing interests you. I have a great interest in it. I explored it last year. Anyways, I just passed by Saturn, and I should be home in the next few days. Okay, fine. I'll check my radar. Oh, that doesn't look good.
I regret to inform you that there will be no future packs of sounds. Sorry. No, there could be. Maybe we will do deep ocean at some point. Who knows? Be fun.
Sierra Oscar, Sierra Alpha. Is anyone out there? SOS. Mayday. Mayday. Over. Hello? This is Sierra Oscar, Sierra Alpha. I'm the captain of the starship Addison. My vessel suffered heavy damage from a collision with an unknown object. I don't know my exact location, as all my navigational equipment is, of course, offline. The last planet I remember passing was Saturn, but the collision must have veered me really far off course, as I don't see anything I recognize, not even Saturn. The only thing that I can see is an unknown distant planet. I checked my paper star charts to see if it matches anything based on where I was last, but I haven't found anything concrete. I think it's undocumented.
In all seriousness, I did mean what I said in my final message there. This has meant so much to me, and I thank you again for all your kind words, wonderful comments, and for subscribing to my channel. I really hope I don't disappoint. If you've made it this far as in here on my channel and to the end of this video, you might be a little freak who likes weird noises just like me. If that's the case, might I interest you in my Hey, whoa, wait, at least hear me out! Since the last pack, I've finished my 2 production Hell albums, Horizon and State of Agony. Horizon is your deep experimental concept album of space noises, with a Twilight Zone-esque plot. State of Agony is funky beats to lose your mind to. Hey, did you also know that I have an audio drama? Anyways, I'm also starting a new concept album about the woods, and I have a ton of other projects constantly in my queue, including that promised Deep Ocean pack. And I am interested in making a less scientific version of this pack and give you all the spooky noises that Vinny craves. Just give me some time to get my own work done, then I'll come back. Oh, and one more thing before I go. Did you find the secret file yet? Take care, all. I'll see you next time. Res Dragon out.
As you can tell, Res Dragon likes just